Ready? All right. How's it going, everyone? This is Judith here, and today we're hanging out with Jennifer Ann Jackson. All right. So Jennifer is a mom. She's an entrepreneur, and she's pretty much someone who just loves helping others, learn, grow, and prosper. And tonight she's about to break it down for us. Okay, guys. When I say she's out there to help others learn, grow, and prosper, this is the woman who pretty much gave me the push to get started on videos, and here we are today. So yeah, she's the force, one of the forces behind the all my video marketing. So yeah, Jennifer, give us a little bit of an intro and give us a little a sneak preview what it's like inside your world.
So as Judith had mentioned, I'm an affiliate marketer. I've been doing this for about a year now, a little over a year, and I'm a mother of 2 girls, and I have a full-time job as well. So I do work full-time. And so my time is very, very limited. And so basically my day is, I work a 9 to 5. So I'm waking up about 5 in the morning and going into my job. I have sometimes a lot of commuting I have to do with my kids, back and forth, activities. I mean, just all over the place. I'm like all over the board. Right. And then I try to fit in my business somewhere in between there. And so time is really, really scarce in my world. And so I really have to be smart about my time, and I have to be smart about just what I'm doing with my time. And it wasn't always, and it's still not always just easy. Right. We all have these struggles, and so, I started with affiliate marketing about a year ago. Actually, prior to that, I was in like direct sales, network marketing, knew nothing about affiliate marketing. And I just kind of fell into it because I'm like, okay, there's got to be a better way for me to make some money without having to go find a part-time job somewhere and make like minimum wage. And so I fell into affiliate marketing, and I really fell in love with it. I just really am very passionate about helping people, meeting with people, and meeting people from all over the world. And I just really enjoy being able to help people, right? And so, I was looking for a way to get out of debt. We all, I think, have gone through this where, we have this credit card debt or student loans that we want to pay off, and we really want to get back on track. And so that was really my big push to start with affiliate marketing. And so, a year later now, I'm just really feeling, things are progressing, and I've learned so much in this past year. And I want to share what I've learned and what is working for me with other people. And I just, that's my passion, is I just really want to be able to share what's working for me, and so I can help others do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's you'd be, like they always say, this industry we're in, it's not really it's not an industry of whatever. It's an industry of transformation. You'd be surprised by how much growing up, like personally, all my growing up in my 26 years of life, all my growing up happened all in the year of 2016. I've grown up a lot than my first 25 years or 24 years at the time, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, yep, in the last couple of years is when really things started hitting me. Like, I wish I would have known all this stuff. I never used to read books, ever. Never, ever. In a million years. I hated reading. And now I'm reading books left and right, and I want to have all this knowledge, and I really wish I would have done this in my 20s. It just everything that we're learning I really wish I would have done, when I was younger. I would be in such a different place,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So,
like I always say, right? Like I started the business when I was 21 years old. If I knew that having a business is not all being a shrewd business, entrepreneur, if it's not all that it includes like a lot of personal development mindset work. If I had known, I would be so much further ahead by now. Yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely. And, so I'm really trying to teach my kids,
Mm,
my teenage daughter, just even being smart about money, right?
mm,
I'm reading right now Rich Dad Poor Dad, and just really being smart about money and doing the right things with her money and
yeah.
investing and just I just want her to be able to be more thoughtful about her future than just, going out there and not really thinking about, her future.
Mm,
So,
absolutely. So break it down
yeah.
for, yeah, you probably mentioned it already, but break it down for us. What's your area of expertise?
My area, I would say, is more on the automations, like
Mm,
technical sales or sales funnels. I'm really into affiliate marketing where um, automation and processes happen,
mm,
and so building out processes is really what I focus on. Um, to Because my time again is very limited, I needed to come up with ways to automate as much as possible, right? And so I'm thinking of ways to
mm,
automate, and being able to share that same information step by step on
mm,
how to do that, so that other people can do the same thing. And I'm not just spending all my time trying to explain the same thing over and over and over again, right? So simplifying the process, automating, um, building a foundation where everything is just as automated as possible, I guess.
mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
kind of, my specialty right now.
Yeah, yeah, you really want that automation in your business, or else you'll be doing everything manually and you'll end up really
Yeah.
resenting the whole process.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, now Jennifer, don't hold anything back, okay? Really lay it down for us. Tell us about your rock bottom moment.
So I would say, again, I started about a year ago, and a year ago I had a job. I had a good job. I was getting paid really well. However, it just wasn't enough for me because I had a lot of bills. But that wasn't really my rock bottom. I was, doing this for a while. I really wasn't getting anywhere. I was spinning my wheels. I really didn't have any direction. I was in an opportunity and had no sales, wasn't getting anywhere, and that still wasn't really my rock bottom. It was
Mhm,
just frustrating, right? And then I came across in January of 2017, this year, I came across an opportunity, the Super Affiliate Network, and I really saw the value in this program, right? So I went all in, and I ended up paying, a big chunk of money to go to intensive training in Maui, Hawaii. And I did this, so I paid for that in January, beginning of January. It was like right after the new year. I
mm,
paid a big chunk of money to go to Maui, Hawaii for an intensive training. Now, I would say, I think it was literally maybe 5 days later, I got laid off from my
mm,
employer.
yeah.
Now that hit me hard. That really, really hit me hard because I panicked. I'm like, my heart was like pounding. Like, what am I gonna do? I was thinking like, I gotta quit. I gotta like just quit. I'm just quitting. And I'm like, I gotta pay my bills. I gotta find another job. I was, just so many things were going in my mind. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on finding another job, and then and then just forget about going to Maui. I'm just not gonna go. But then I took some time. That was just like that day. I was going a million miles per hour that day when I got laid off, right? So many things were going through my head. And so, but then the next day, or maybe it was, I don't know, a couple days later, I really thought about it and I'm like, nope, you know what? This is really what I want to be doing. This is the direction I want to go. And so I would say, my rock bottom, and actually that wasn't even my rock bottom. I was still, that day felt like my rock bottom, but that wasn't my rock bottom. So the next day I got my, I don't know, what do you call it? I just got my inspiration back, like, no, you know what? I'm going to go to Maui. And that happened. I continued working on my business, and I continued also looking for a job at the same time. So I was doing both. And then end of March of 2017 is when we ended up going to Maui. So I did go to Maui. Now, when I came back from Maui is when I kind of started to panic a little bit because I still did not have a job. I was living on unemployment and money was dwindling very quickly. But yet I still needed to maintain my business, right? I had my email autoresponder set up. I had my sales funnel set up. I had my business going. I had leads coming in. I even, during that time, started making sales for the very first time, and I placed 9th place in an affiliate contest. And so I was making progress, right? But I still didn't have a job. And so, it was like things were looking good with my business, but it wasn't good enough for me to quit my 9-to-5. And so then things started to, not do so well because I couldn't really afford, when you start a business, you have to have some sort of budget, marketing budget, right? Yeah. You have to, it's necessary. And I literally had zero. Because my income, my unemployment, if you've ever been on unemployment, it is like nothing, right? It was not enough to, I have a mortgage. I had lots of bills. I had like $5,000 in bills per month. Unemployment does not pay for that. And so, so I had to make a huge decision. I had to literally shut down my business, shut down completely. I shut off my autoresponder. I shut off my sales funnels, completely shut down. And that's what really hit me hard. I was just, oh my God. But so I would say, that probably was my rock bottom there. when I just had to shut down everything.
Yeah.
But you know, I still kind of had high spirits though. You know, I still continued doing what I could with my business. Even though I just shut down everything, I still continued my Facebook lives. I still continued, you know, posting on Facebook. I still continued my networking and talking with people, just networking, just getting to know people, right? And that's kind of what kept me alive. That's kind of what kept me going, you know, was just talking to people and being a part of the SAN community, you know, just talking to people, because there's so many inspirational people out there that is what really kept me going. So
yeah, no, absolutely. That's a powerful story. That's a powerful story. We have Nicholas Mans hanging out with us, showing us, giving us some love here. Hey guys, if you're hanging out with us, give us some hearts, some likes, some shares, and some comments. We love the engagement. But yeah, no, it's a really powerful story. So guys, really, like, you know, like Jennifer got laid off 5 days right after she went all in. She ended up shutting down the autoresponder and all that stuff, yet she kept on going, because guys, that's not the end of the world. That's what you got to get out of, well, at least that's what I got out of her story. But you know, that's the biggest chunk here. Yeah, no, I really admired your tenacity there, Jennifer. Like, I see you every day, Facebook Lives every single day. You know, you network every single day. And it's if you really love it, right, whether or not you just got to keep doing it, right? You'll find a way, even if you can't afford the paid ads and all that stuff. You just find a way to keep the engine running, even if it's not as running as hard as you want it to.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, that's really what kept me in, you know, doing that networking really pays off, you know, that networking and keeping in touch with people and just talking with people and getting to know people, and that it really does pay off in the long run.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Yep. We have Tashetta Brown giving us some love here, showing us some love. Hey, Tashetta, how's it going? So now, Jennifer, from that, what is your most brilliant light bulb moment so far?
So what I really learned from that experience, what I went through is, I mean, I took literally everything that I've learned throughout that year and throughout that time I was laid off. And even when I went through that training, I had to really think, like, when I shut down my business, I really took a step back and I really looked at myself and I looked at, you know, what did I really want to do and what am I good at? I had to really reevaluate myself and really what I was good at and what I could bring to the table, you know, what I could do for other people. And with my background, you know, my current job is actually a business analyst. And if you're not familiar with what a business analyst is we like processes. We like things that are automated. We like to make things simplified for other people. And I'm like, ding, 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 ding. You know, that's what I need to be doing, right? I need to be doing that in my business and helping people, basically help them simplify their business and make things easier for them. And I'm like, why didn't I think about that before? You know, And so that's what really made me realize that's what I need to be doing. And that's where I do have passion. And that's what makes it so much easier for me, because of I have that background, and I can share that and implement, my knowledge and what I know, and take the training that I've paid for and done, and put it all together. And that's what I'm doing for people now, is I'm sharing processes and simplifying things for people so that they understand how to run their business, to help them utilize their time more efficiently.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's kind of really what I took away from all of this is, I feel like I always feel like things happen for a reason. I really feel like me getting laid off happened for a reason. It doesn't feel like at the moment that, it was something that you always feel like that's not, a good thing that happened. But when I take a step back and really think about why that happened, the events that occurred up until now, I would be in a different place if that wouldn't have happened. And I am in a different place because that happened, really, because I was able to reevaluate everything and take a step back and really hone in on what works for me and what makes me happy. And now everything is actually working out better because I had that knowledge. Yeah. I have gotten so much better than what I was before, so things just started turning around for me, after reevaluating myself and going through all of that. It's amazing how things happen.
Yeah, it's such a profound experience when you realize you've been doing it all along, and it's just a matter of changing your perspective, right? I got an awakening like that myself, not that like a couple 2-3 weeks ago, right? I'm in corporate sales during the day. Well, I'm no longer. I moved to a different company now. But anyway, the point is, yeah, I somehow found myself number 4 in Western Canada in sales without doing any prospecting, without doing any hard selling, without doing any upselling. And I just pretty much maintained the same customers, maybe getting 1 or 2 every year, not as much as the bosses would want me to, but I mainly did it by making friends, taking them out for coffee, or I'm hungry and I happen to be in the area. So I brought a box of pizza with me and stopped by in their office and just chat with them without expecting a PO from them, without expecting them to buy anything from me, just simply to chat. And then somewhere at the back of my head, I keep telling myself, I love making connections. I love making friends. I genuinely enjoy learning about people, learning about what makes them tick, what makes them human and all that stuff, right? But I can't exactly make money by making friends. And then my buddy was just like, the hell are you talking about? You've been doing it for the last 5 years. I'm like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's just like, it just, you don't even realize what you're doing. And it's just like, hello, wake up call.
I know. And then, I started bringing that same thing into my business, and it's just,
you got to really just utilize your strengths. If you have strengths, think about how you can bring that to your business.
Yeah.
And absolutely. That's what I was missing. I was missing that big piece of it. Is I was trying so hard to do something that I'm just not good at, and, know what your strengths are and focus on that. If you're good at writing, write. if you're good at video, do a video,
Yeah.
and that's what you really need to be focusing on, is your strengths. Obviously, you want to get better at your weaknesses,
Yeah.
but that will come in time. That will, I'm not good at sales and things like that, and I know that's something I need to work on. But do what you are good at. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. So Jennifer, now from there, right? Tell us what held you back from going all in your business when you first got started.
What held me back was basically, well, like money was a big thing for me, because I just felt like I wasn't able to do the things that I wanted to do and needed to do, because I always just had bills and so forth. So I really felt like money was a big thing for me, but I don't really think that was it. I thought that was the issue, but it was really the sense of direction. The sense of direction is what held me back, because I was just kind of following what I thought was right. And I was trying to do something that, other successful people were doing. But what I came to realize was that's what they were good at, right? But that wasn't what I was good at. I had to really find my direction. I had to almost go through that experience to realize, what, that's not for me. And I needed to find what was for me. What one person is successful in doing doesn't mean that another person will be successful in the same thing. So that's why, really knowing who you are, what your strengths are, is what is important. And the sense of direction, I really feel, is what held me back big time. Because I had no idea what I was doing, and what I was being pulled in so many different directions, and I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I was so overwhelmed. And now I know what my calling is. I know what I need to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really powerful. Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, you're right. You got to have that direction, right? Because that's like having a ship at sea without the captain, without the crew, nothing. It's probably gonna go into wreck. That's
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Jennifer, what's the best advice you've ever received?
I would say just never to give up. I hit rock bottom. A lot of people are, going through that. And also just having that positive mindset, just being positive about the direction you're going. Even though things are tough, things are really, really, really tough. I always try to think of the positive. I always try to turn things around and be like, oh, it could be so much worse. It could be so many people are so much worse than I am. And just having that positive attitude, I just really believe that mindset is so important. And just to never give up in your dreams and what you really want in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. A lot of people really underestimate the power, like the role that mindset plays in all this. You can have the top-notch skill set out there, but if your mindset is in the gutter, then everything else will be in the gutter.
Absolutely. Yeah. I truly believe that, you never, anybody who's negative is not successful. I mean, do you know anybody in the industry who is negative, who's successful? I don't, and so yeah, it's very important. And people, they pick up on that. If you're a negative person, they don't want to be dealing with somebody who's negative. They want inspiration. They want somebody who can get them out of that rut. They don't want to be listening to somebody who's just going to be negative all of the time, or they want somebody who inspires them, who is always looking positive, and that's what really gets people to follow you, and so just having that positive mindset, is just really important.
Yeah, absolutely. You attract whatever vibe you put out there, right? That's what you attract to you, right? So if you're constantly standing there complaining about stuff like traffic or whatever garbage you're complaining about, then you're just going to attract other people who are the same. But if you're thinking at a higher frequency, you also attract other people who are thinking at a higher frequency, right?
Yeah.
So that, Jennifer, what do you think is a personal habit that you have on a daily basis that's just that's just a must for you?
My daily habit is definitely networking and following up with people. That is really, really what, when you get a lead, or when you have somebody liking your posts or commenting on your posts, doing that follow-up with that person is so important, because what I realized was, and this is what really changed how things changed for me too, is I stopped thinking about the money. I literally stopped thinking about the money, and I focused on just connecting with people, and did not even think about, I need to make a sale, or I need to sell to this person. I felt people had, just started coming to me after I stopped, literally trying to sell. It's like people started coming to me, asking me questions, and coming to me asking for help. And, that's when I realized, all along, that I was trying too hard. I was trying too hard to sell. And, instead of being natural and being just me, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Once you stop trying to, like you said, right, trying to sell and just be you and be vulnerable too, you people you make more connections doing that, rather than showing them what's this, what's that,
So just following up with people, connecting with people is just really what I focus on every day. It's important to make sure that you're doing that follow-up, that you're connecting with people and connecting with new people every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's one thing that you're super excited about these days?
What I'm super excited about is actually just what is coming up, by the end of the year. By the end of the year, and even a year from now, I truly believe that things are going to really pick up here. I've got some momentum going, and it's just going to go up from there, so I'm just super excited. I've got some things, happening, and just need to make some tweaks and improvements. And I really think, things are going to really start kicking off. And so, yeah, that's what I'm really excited about. is the next few months towards the end of the year, and then another year from now.
Yeah. No, a lot could happen in the span of a month. Really, a lot could happen if you just really put your mind to it, and that's just the beauty of this industry. Every day is definitely something new. It's not like, okay, get up, go to work, punch in, punch out, I'm done. It's different every single day. So Jennifer, before we wrap this up, what's one parting piece of guidance that you want to share with our audience here today?
I would say just, I don't know, is really hone in on, your strengths. Know what your strengths are, and implement something in your business that you are good at, and share that. Once you put something together, share that with other people so they can put that to work in their business. And being able to, if you're like me, where you don't have a lot of time, you work a full-time job, you have a family, you have kids or whatever responsibilities, try to simplify, automate as much as possible. And don't ever give up, even though you think times are really tough and you just are feeling stuck. There's always somebody there who can help you. There is somebody out there, look for, those people who are just really genuine people that are willing to help you, because there are people out there who are willing to help you. And so don't feel like you are alone. Don't feel like you are on an island, because you're not. You can make it happen. Other people are making it happen. You can make it happen too. And so just don't ever give up. Focus on, your strengths, what you're good at, and put that to work. Everybody has a strength. Everybody has, something that they can give to other people. And also that positive mindset, making sure that you keep positive. Even though I had lost my job, I had shut down my business, I still kept positive. I still knew that was not the end for me. That I knew that something better is going to happen. But that's not going to happen if you don't continue trying, And so if you just stop, of course nothing's going to go anywhere. But if you just keep going every single day and you continue doing something, that's what's important. Just be positive and keep going. So
wow,
that's what I wanted to share.
Yeah, it's super powerful. Like, guys, like she said, never, ever, ever give up. Keep a positive mindset, because you know what? Most of the times you give up just before you break through, right? So do you really want to miss out on that awesome thing just because you're too weak? I guess it's for lack of a better term, too weak to keep pushing through, right? So So Jennifer, before we wrap this up, what's the best way that they could connect with you?
So the best way is through Facebook Messenger, or Jennifer@jenniferannjackson.com is my email. Those are probably the best ways to reach me. So, There you go.
I'm just typing this all up. Jackson.com. All right, there we go. All right, thank you for hanging out with us. And guys, we still have a few people here hanging out with us. Thank you for joining Jennifer and I. This is a fun. This one's a fun one. Jennifer really broke it down. She has a super powerful story that she shared with us. She held nothing back, and she really laid it down for us. And Jennifer, thank you for hanging out with us. We definitely appreciate it. And guys, Jennifer and I are going to hop on out now. And thank you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you would like to be if you would like to be notified every time Entrepreneur in the Spotlight is live, there should be a button depending on where you're watching. There should be 3 dots there. Click that and make sure to turn on live notifications. That way you never miss out on awesome fun. All right, guys. Well, Jennifer and I are going to hop on out now. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.